Gentlemen, welcome to the HSBN Media Day press conference. Coach, you could begin by just introducing yourself and also introducing the guys up here with you.
Sure, no problem. My name's Armando Sierra. I'm the head coach. I'm in my second year at Sagemont. Over here to the right, want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Keshav Babu. I've been at Sagemont since 8th grade playing baseball, and I'm going to be playing at the University of Chicago next year.
Hello, I'm Armando Sierra, class of 2019. I've been at Sagemont for 2 years, and I'm going to play at Florida National University next year.
Hi, I'm Anthony Gutierrez. I'm committed to Indian River State College. I'm 2019, and it's my first year in Sagemont High School.
Oh, you were Miami last year, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Coach, just like you said, I think we can start with that. You know, like I've chatted with some of the other coaches that are a little newer with their programs. Just share with us what it's like now in year two, and I gotta assume that everything's a little bit easier. You've had that time now to kind of put the platform down.
No doubt. This year has been a little easier in the aspect of what the expectations are. We've got quite a few new kids. We got about 5 new kids into the program this year who are part of the program, and it's been a little time-consuming for them to get used to the program we put in place last year, which I felt was a very successful program for us. We were able to accomplish a lot last year as a team. And with the new guys, it's just a matter of them getting acclimated with what we're doing. Each and every single one of the new guys that has come in some way are going to play an integral part of our team this year. So it's taken a little while. But just like last year in my first year, when we put the program together, it took a little while for the kids to mesh and to get going and to understand how important it is, the mental approach to the game, which is what I love to preach. And this year it's the same thing, but with the guidance of the guys who have been there before, which I have 11 returning players. It's been easier because they've been able to assist me in helping the new guys get on board with the program and what it is that we do and how we do things.
You said it took you a little while to get things going. What do you think clicked? Where do you think the?
I still think we got a little more room. I think what it is just basically kids understanding that we're doing things one way and one way only. We're not open to interpretation of what you think. The program itself is, we like to run it with discipline being the number one thing, paying attention to details, all the little things that make a big impact in winning, losing. And my background is psychology, so I always tend to put everything that we do on the baseball team out in life. And I try to express to them the importance of being prepared, being ready, being focused, paying attention to all the little details. And again, I tell them in baseball, but I always end my sentence with, guys, I'm not just talking about baseball, I'm talking about life. So it's taken a little while. They come from backgrounds of other teams. Maybe the programs weren't as demanding, or expectations weren't put so much on them. So it's taken a little while, but they're making the adapt.
In the off season, did you focus that with any workshops, or what was it that you did to elevate the IQ of the team, as it were?
Well, in the off season, if we're referring to the fall, we just did a lot of strength and conditioning, which is what you can do. We hit around a little bit and just played some, but not really got into details because can't get together as a team. So we just basically. They got together on their own with some of the leadership, Armando and Keshav, who were team captains last year and are team captains again this year. With their leadership, they were able to put some of the kids together and have them start molding and getting accustomed to what it is that we do and what our expectations was. So I think they did a very good job, and now it's in my hands and the coaching staff, which I think I got one of the best coaching staffs in the county, but that's me. I could be I've got a 17-year major league veteran who did a big difference last year, made a big impact on our team last year, was a big part of why we were able to accomplish what we accomplished with our defense and our team concept, and just what he brought to the table as far as the kids understanding, don't rush it, let the game come to you, don't try to do too much. That mental part, and that's I go back to, I can't stress it enough to these guys. Obviously, as you can tell, not on me but on them, physically they're all pretty much even, and I always try to express to them how important the mental approach is and how that's going to separate you from the other guy. So
Share with me a little bit about what that was like in the off season and kind of taking that leadership role, and getting the guys together, because that's a lot of responsibility. And how much did you see that helping the team, getting you where you are now to get ready to start the season?
And it's really big, and it has to do a lot with chemistry. Yeah, I feel like chemistry is the biggest thing that a team needs. So if we're all on the same page, I think we'll be good.
How well did especially maybe some of the younger guys, some of the newer guys, how well did they respond to
They're
that?
good. You just have to set a restriction and tell them this is what you have to do. Don't go over that restriction.
And especially for yourself, who's been there for 5 years, and all the years covering the team and coming to practices, I've always noted in Sagemont that when I watch in practice, every guy on the team looks the same. They do everything the same. Talking just like Coach said, there's one way. It seems that's always kind of been the Sagemont way. What's it like to kind of just adjust and get into that program that he wants it?
It's demanding, but it's really working well. When he took over the program last year, his way actually helped us play better in games. Practicing a certain way, sticking to routine, and focusing on the details, that really helped us perform well when it came to the games, and it got us pretty far. So.
No, you guys really got after it there at practice. The practices were nice and intense. Again, I guess it helps having a guy like Alex Gonzalez there to add that aspect. But
Definitely.
Maybe for the new guy who's getting that taste for the first time this year, what's that like going through this rigorous practice they go through?
Well, it's tough sometimes, but we gotta do what we gotta do to accomplish like a good team, to have everything in order, to keep a good chemistry with the ball players.
And again, it's a unique aspect, with the smaller classifications in Florida, because once if you make it to the regional playoffs, you're one less round to get to states. Just kind of talk about that, and I guess does it make you hungrier, or how do you feel knowing it's a little bit closer once you get to regional playoffs?
Well, I mean, I have to be honest. I feel good about it. It's one less obstacle that we have to overcome to get there. However, it could be a burden as well, because the kids can overlook the fact that you got to work that much harder. I like it. I mean, again, I think this year will be another year where we'll get tested. Just like last year, I put a tremendous challenge in front of this team this year. I think I've scheduled like 4 or 5 state champions from last year, and even got a team coming down from Tennessee we're playing.
Yeah, I think you're playing a lot in Miami as well, yeah?
Yes, and then we're going to a tournament up in Orlando for spring break to challenge them a little bit, facing some teams from out of the state. So again, it's all about the challenge, and I want them to understand that it will help in the long run, and they saw it. Last year was no surprise that we were up and down all year, and then toward the end of the year, in our last 12 games, we finished 11-1 in our last 12 games. So. And when we got to the regional finals last year, where we faced a very good John Carroll team, a very well coached, excellent talent team in John Carroll, we were able to hang in there. And just if the ball would have bounced a little differently here and there, it could have been a different outcome. So, but we were very happy with where we landed up last year. But this year we want a little more.
Yeah, I mean, when you start setting goals, and obviously every year you want to get at least a little bit farther maybe than last year. I mean, in your guys' case, there's not much farther to get. You guys have got to be pretty hungry right now, knowing how close you guys realistically are to getting that state title game.
That feeling wasn't too good of a feeling, losing 1 game away from states. So this year, I think where our mindset is, we know what we want. We're gonna go get it.
Share with me, Coach, a little bit as far as actual personnel. Is there one particular aspect? I mean, I know you've got a nice ace here. You've got some good hitters. Where is there an area you feel you're the strongest?
Well, just like last year, I've always been big on defense and pitching. That's what took us as far as we did last year, and that's what I'm hanging my hat on this year. With the exception of, I believe our offense this year is a little stronger than it was last year. So. That I'm looking forward to. I got a couple of kids who have come into the school who have stepped right into big roles in our lineup offensively. So I'm looking forward to that. I believe that if we can pitch and play defense as well as we did last year, and add a little more hitting than how we did last year, we're going to be in good shape. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be our biggest aspect this year is how well can we hit. because I know our defense and our pitching is going to be there.
Last question, guys. If you can, just share with me a little bit about what it was like for you guys to come today to Media Day. You know, was there any particular area you really enjoyed? You know, how much did this help you guys as a team right before the year starts?
I personally enjoy it. Like you said, it gives us an opportunity to come together and test ourselves. Nowadays, as we all know, numbers play a big emphasis on kids and how they're viewed and everything. So this gives them a chance to come out here, not only for themselves, but see other teams, see other kids, friends that they've all these kids have been playing travel ball, and they've know a lot of kids who are here today. So just to see them and be able to relax in a relaxed environment, go through the workout, I think it's great for them. Normally these types of workouts are a little more intense for them, but to come out here and be able to just sit back and have a little fun and go through these workouts and see where they measure at. It's funny because we for the kids who were with us last year, we have the stats and the numbers we had last year. We'll combine them with this year, and the little bit that I did see, I saw a major improvement in a lot of the areas. So we'll see, and if I see major improvement in all the areas, it means us as a coaching staff are doing a good job in getting these kids better day by day, which is our goal at the end.
Really kind of open the same thing up to any of you guys. If there's anything about today that you know you enjoyed, or you know, how was it for you guys as players?
Like seeing other kids around the area, seeing like our good old friends. Not only does it, make us happy, but it also rejuvenates the competitive spirit for the upcoming season. It helps us get, for lack of a better word, hyped for the season, and we're just looking forward to making it back to the state title.
Thoughts from you guys as well?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, guys, again, it's good to see you. I appreciate you coming in. Thanks for being a part of Media Day, and hopefully we'll get a chance to do this again over in Fort Myers at the end of the year.
Hopefully.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you.